All right, we are live. Welcome everybody to episode 78 of FMA discussion. Tonight we are featuring GM Bobby Taboada, and we also have side guest Guru June. So the more the merrier. Hi guys, how are you?
I'm good. Dean, I can't
All
hear
right, okay.
Grandmaster, by the way.
You cannot.
I cannot hear Grandmaster at all. I can hear you, though.
Never a dull moment. The only thing
But
I
it's,
can.
it's, it's
All right, I don't know what's.
yeah, no worries. Let him do it. It's his interview. So I'll go
All
log
right.
into your Facebook.
Yeah, I'll
Okay?
tell you when. Okay. Um, okay. So tonight, folks, again, those are just jumping in. Please tell us where you're watching from and all that. Don't forget to hit the like button. So, sir, how are you? I want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Before we jump in, I mean, normally I ask for people's background, but because yours is so extravagant, I just want to jump right into. So, who was your first teacher in Balintawak? Oh, okay. And what year did you start? 1970 or so? Okay. So definitely a long time. So how did you meet GM Velez? How did that come about? Mm,
Hey, Dean, FYI, no one can hear Grandmaster.
no one can hear Grandmaster. Oh, because he's got his mute on. Hello from no one, no audio, can't hear.
I
That
think he
one.
has his. There you go. There you go.
Okay,
Hear me?
okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Grandmaster Nick Lizar, when we were a little boy, we lived together, their families and our families, in one compound. We look after the place. The owner of that place is the owner of that University of the Visayas, one of the big university in Cebu.
Okay.
And we look after the place as a caretaker of that place. So, but on and off, we cannot practice much because I'm too scared of that. I don't like that. Too much blood.
Too much blood. Okay.
And then I really like boxing. So boxing is my real martial arts before.
Okay.
Then when we grew up, um, me and Nick separated because he was studying at the University of the Visayas, and I keep working in our yard or in the big compound, planting star apples and mango trees, bananas, mostly bananas. And then when we harvest it, we deliver it to the owner of the land that we live in. That's what we can get a rent just to look after that place, so we can live there. Nick Elizar's family and our family is very poor. We are poor, really poor. So he grew up boxing, then karate, then maybe 50, 17 years old. I saw this, oh, I'm just telling the truth. We drink a lot. We drink a lot outside from where I work as a janitor in that company.
Okay.
We work out, drink outside, and then here comes Grandmaster Chito Villas and Grandmaster Babi Tabimina passing by. So I offered him some drinks. I said, will you drink? Yeah, they drink a little bit. This is after their school. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon or 6 o'clock, something like that. Because the school that they go on is nearby where I work in that company as a janitor. So
Okay.
they said, yeah. But I think they knows that I'm doing boxing also. And then they said, I said, what is Balintawak? Because they told me that they're very good in Balintawak. Then they said, yeah, Balintawak is good. This is what we're doing. But they don't have any sticks. So they use their pin, a little pin, writing pin. They demonstrated. So while they demonstrated it, I was hooked up. I said, oh my God, that's good because it looked like boxing. Short distance boxing because it's only use the little pin. So I was impressed with that. So that is why I start training and going to that school nearby my where I work in that company as a janitor. So I go there and practice bit by bit. And then my company closed and I have no money. I just go there and just watching them practicing. But I work, I try my best to work there at their house of village doing this typewriters, okay, repairing typewriters and painting typewriters, the old typewriters, and I try to work there without pay. I just want to train. So he teaches me. Chito Vélez teaches me like the basic 12 basic strikes in control. The Eddie Vélez teaches me 12 basic strikes in control. Everything is in control. Maybe 1 to 2 months, 12 basic strikes in control. They want your control. That is it.
Control. Okay.
And then after that, they teaching me 12 defense and counter because they already satisfied that I can control myself. But they really don't teach me because I am very sure of my karate and my boxing. And they did not teach me like the grouping system. They just teach me the 12 defense and counter, but control. Everything is control. We are not allowed to hit somebody, like whack position of like power strike. No, we can't do that. We always stop, block, and stop strike until we get to correct, until they satisfy that you're there, and then. But they don't teach me. Otherwise, I am very sure of. Very sure. I was doing that show-off thing because I am sick and tired of doing defense and counter in control. And everybody I see there practicing is already in the grouping system. So when can they teach me that? But they don't. So what I did is just go besides it and try to demonstrate my punch and my kicks and high kicks like that. They don't like that. The Grandmaster doesn't like that. So the Grandmaster come up to me and said, what is that? I said, that is Shotokan karate. and this is my boxing. And he said, well, how do you block if I punch you this? Then I block in karate, like this way, or high block like that. And then I punch to the face with stuff showing up, and then I kick him at the top of his head, showing up, and then stay my feet there, and then coming back like that. See, showing up
Okay.
until he pins me a little bit by bit. I'm trying to block it, and actually I end up in a pigsty, bleeding. And I said, "What did you do to me?" Like that. I did not know at that time, that my karate did not work at that time, So they just laugh at me, That is why they don't teach me much. So I have behaved myself after that, after I received that really brutally thing, So I behave myself and I just wait when can they give me the grouping system and craving for it. But I am very fast already of the pins and counter, but control. We're not allowed to hit,
Control,
like
right.
whack. Otherwise, if I'm fast of whack, and then it's very big trouble when they feed me, and then I'm very fast, then it's hard to block. So that is why they want my control. So that is it. I stay there for a long time. Maybe 6 to 8 months. They did not teach me that grouping system. So from that, one time, Mr. Billis was invited to give demonstration at the YMCA. All right. So YMCA, the next day, that's Saturday. I said, he looked at everybody. He said, where is Dr. Bin Marapao, which is the creators, Bin Marapao, that is his student before, left-handed. That is his sparring partner.
Mm.
And everybody said, oh, Dr. Bin Marapao is in Bohol, right? It's outside the city, the other island. And then Billy said, my gosh, now that I have this demonstration, nobody here. And then he looked at everybody was there in the school. And I don't think they like to pair with Billy's. They just look down, and then Billy's look at everybody who's going to pair with him, By myself, I just showing up myself again. I put my head up. Please take me, pay with me, please. But he doesn't because I'm show off.
Play with me.
I'm only at the pins and counter in control. So nobody pay. I don't know. That time is just. I think that's just a lot for me. That time, I asked him. I said, "Why don't you pay with me, sir?" I just say that, and then he looked at me. He said, "What can you do?" And I said, well, just hit me anywhere you want. I just block myself. Just hit me. I just block myself. Said, okay, prepare for tomorrow. My God, I was very happy. Oh my God. But these people around us, the students there, my God, you'll be in trouble tomorrow. Something like that, So I cannot sleep at that night, man. So the next day, here we go, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We did go there, and when we get into that room, the big YMCA, like a basketball court, a very big one, lots of people, and they welcome us, like, oh, Guru. We called him Maestro before. We don't have any grandmaster or master. We don't have that. It's all teacher. And then they call him and said, welcome, Guru Chupilo Villis and his dummy. My name before is dummy. It's not Bobby. So as soon as I step on that floor, my God, my nerves, man, going down. I feel like I'm walking in the air. I'm going first, walking the air, and Willis is at the back of me, and then people are clapping, and we go inside the basketball court, the center one like that, and we bow to the crowd like this, like that, like that. We don't have any proper bowing before, really. Okay.
So informal.
Now we face together. He said, "Are you ready?" I said, "Yes, sir." He strike me one, I block and strike, but all control. Huh? Okay. I feel really good, the fastest that I have. But I know he thinks that I was not there because of my nervous. It's not fast enough for him. So that is why he hit me one time in the head. Oh boy, everything like water coming down, everything, like I wake up. It's very painful, then bleeding straight away here.
Oh.
Then start hitting. My God, man, I did really good. Depends on counter, but control, but really fast, like lightning speed. And then we end up, he likes to hit. Okay, he likes to hit, but I like it. I like to be hit because that's my acting. I want people to clap, applaud. That's my job to accept the pain. That is it. There, accept the pain. The one time he cannot hit me anymore, so he's trying. He cannot hit me anymore. Okay, now he hold my hand like this, holding it, and then I'm holding his hand too. This is during demonstration. We end up twisting of my like this. I don't know what's next. My God, man. From here, he transferred his stick underneath his arm here, and then transfer to his left side, and then there we go. Pow, 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 pow. He's trying to hit me. Then people applaud again until I drop down there that I cannot take it anymore. And it's enough, enough, enough like that.
Oh.
So people coming down, applauding and shake hands with Mr. Billis. And everybody come up to me, just watch my eye, the bleeding. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That's my job. But I'm showing off. It's good, it's good. So then when we go home, all the students was there already in the school. And then when I pass it, I did not wipe my blood, man. I just want to show off. And then I can see the students down there. God, good on you, good on you. That's what happened when you show off, like that. So Billis, everybody is congratulating Mr. Billis, that is really good, that is really good. And then he looked at me, he said, why you did not, on the other side, why you did not block that? I said, well, because you holding my hand, and then I hold your hand too, and then you transfer your stick underneath, and I don't know what to do. And it's transfer to the left hand, and there we go, hitting me like that. Then he said, why don't you lift it? When I hold your hand, that is lifting and clearing group 1. I said, I don't have any group 1 yet. He said, oh, really? Then he called up Chito Bailey and Eddie. Eddie, Chito, you did not teach Bobby grouping system yet? And then here comes Chito said, you're the one who told us don't teach him because he's very show off. And, oh, did I? So that is really funny down there. But he said, come up here. If I hold you here, lift that and clear. Lift, clearing, lifting and clearing like that. See? So that is my first lesson of group 1. Then maybe because he liked that lots of uploading. And the next day, he come up to my bed. I sleep in the house, at the bottom, no, it's just flat plywood. And he sit beside me, like talking. And then after talking, maybe 45 minutes, then we go outside to the little dojo. And okay, this is group 2. Then every day, this is group 3 until I become his favorite. He said, then he let me teach to the old students. Well, this old student doesn't like that, because I'm just new, 1 year and something like that, just 1 year, I think. Then I'm teaching them. So mostly of them quit, except those people who drinks. Stay there because I like them, I like drinking. So from there, um, uh, everyone nearly quitting, and I told to Mr. Billy, I said, sir, you better stop me training them, teaching them, otherwise you don't have no more students here. And said, then he told everybody, he said, I don't care if I have only one student, but good quality, like that. So I was very happy in that. Then I kept training, teaching. But anyway, it's all control. Everything is control. We are not allowed to hit or twirling stuff. We don't believe in twirling stuff. And that's before. We don't believe in Amara. We don't believe in, flicking stuff like that. We always do the direct point. Direct, like axe position. But I put some more in it. I put the real power. And then I will explain that later also. How do I make this power thing? So he said, I don't care if I have only one student, but good quality, like that. So there I keep teaching. Now, how many of us left there? Maybe 4, 5, 6 people. So I remember Dr. Bin Marapa, Romeo de la Rosa, Winnie de la Rosa, Chito Viles, Edie Viles. And we really learn a lot. While I'm teaching, this is it. While I'm teaching, the master is always there. The guru is always there. Mr. Viles is there. If I get little bit mistakes, he stand up, come up here, do it to me like this. Then he back and hit me anywhere he wants to hit. That's what you got when you have mistakes. That's what I learned a lot. Growing up of that school very brutally, but I made it. That is why I call him now, accept the pain. Right? Pain. If you lose, make it sure that you focus your eyes upon it. Don't think about that first strike, a very powerful strike. Don't lose your focus. If you lose your focus because of that one pain only, then you lose. That is why we fight direct all the time. So anyway, that grouping system. Then after that, we have to give the instructor will teach us. Okay, we have to give and take a little bit. If I do this, do it. Counter this, counter. Give and take, give and take. That's what it is. But somebody like I really want to show something that twirling stuff. Show off a little bit also. I like Hollywood. Okay, if you martial arts without little Hollywood, they will never work. All right, for me, I have to put some little bit of it, but explosive. Right? Explosive, making sure that people can see it, how I deliver it. Before, we don't believe in twirling stuff, Amara. But now, when you grew up in this industry for a long time, more than 60 years now, well, I know how important is the Amara, how important is the flicking stuff. Before, we don't do this flicking stuff. We don't do this lots of twirling stuff. But I wish I learned that before.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because you're doing the flick, It's not painful, but if you use Kamagong in it or a tube, you're gonna die, right? So the flick, but I want to make it sure that the flick is to get it with the power of it. Like sometimes I'm going to demonstrate that the power of the flick and the power of the strike of the punch. Before this, we start like this. We call it fighting position, right? Fighting position. Well, we growing up with that for long time. But I have a little bit of pattern a little bit. I did not change the whole system, but instead I put some more in it, right? Everyone can make their own, okay? Some of them will say, okay, nowadays I promote this art worldwide. It grows. Start to New Zealand. I don't even see anyone stick fighting in New Zealand. Oh, well, it's only 3 million population when I was there anyway. That is way back 1980, 81. Right. Then to Australia. I live in New Zealand. I get married there for, Kiwi, like a British girl. And then we get divorced. Then we start go to Australia. Then I live in Australia a little bit. Now this time in America. The one who invited me here is Erwin Carmichael. But really, the one who helped me, encouraged me, two of them, Professor Wally J. and Grandmaster Remy Prisas, Professor Remy Prisas.
Oh, the big three.
I'll give you a story about that with me and Remy Prisas. It's very funny and not good. It's a good thing, So that is later on. So then they encouraged me. After I give demonstration to Remy and Wally J likes me a lot. He always bring my tape before my demonstration to show everybody. That's what I like him. And Remy also. He said, Bobby, go to America. I look up to you. I said, well, I don't know about America. And Wally said, you have plenty of room in America. And also, Remy said that also, you have plenty of room in America. So, well, Erwin Carmichael, when I give demonstration of that Tino Severano's 50th birthday with me and Wally J, and who is this guy? I forgot. He passed away already. Ted Taboada and Dr. Jules Tuanek, the doctor of the Olympics. He's the one who made that UFC, the back there is a cross here, ribbon. He made that. So that is the one who made me come to America also.
What year? GM, what year was that?
I think that is 1990. 1990, I start in Phoenix, Arizona. And somebody look after me there, you see.
So
my like a manager or something like that,
So 1990 is when you first came over. But you were still living in the Philippines, correct?
1990?
Yeah.
No. I live in New Zealand.
I'm sorry, New Zealand. Yes.
1980, 81, 82, until 1989 or something.
Okay.
Then promote to Australia, then United States.
Okay.
So from United States, I start with Phoenix, Arizona.
Arizona was your first stop. Okay.
He's a Taekwondo guy, moves to Arizona from New Zealand. That's why I did go there. I did a good response there. It's really good. Then up there, then go to Cincinnati. Then live in
Okay, next up.
Cincinnati, Ohio. That's my first qualified instructor. There is George Pinapil. He passed away also. Now we have some people there like Michael Malagnaon, my qualified instructor, and who are these people?
Elman.
Paul Santos and Kelly Miller, and who else there? Who got too many now?
Elman Kabatafi.
Yeah, Ilman Kabutaj. And from there, that is supposed to be my entry here. Like my stay in America is over already.
Okay.
So before I go back here in Charlotte, the sheriff wanted me to come here first before I go home. So
Oh,
I
you
did,
still from by there. Okay.
and then they let me demonstrate the police academy and all these SWAT teams, every room, and I got a good feedback on that. And then they said that the sheriff said, "How can I help you to make you come back to?" Because we need your expertise to train our law enforcement.
Oh, so that's what started
That is
it.
why Erwin Carmichael is the one who involved me in that. And now is the Floyd Euler, one of my qualified instructors, chief instructor for SWAT teams and shooting and whatever they have there. I don't know that. Okay, so back way. So this is the basic. Okay, basic. Now, when it comes to real fight, I'm just thinking about this. When you hit somebody, you have to go like this. All right? That is too late. Split
Telegraph.
second late.
Mm.
Okay? So we have this program also, the semi-hitting while in the defensive stage in control. You hit me first before you block and counter until you can hit me 5 to 6 times before you block and counter. Then later on, when it comes to one hit, it's too easy without this thinking of it anymore. So the semi-hitting is very important too. Semi-hitting.
Okay.
You have to learn how to use the butt, disarming, something like that.
Okay.
So now I'm doing here the basic. For me, it's a basic. This is the, I don't call it advanced techniques. I always call them semi-advanced techniques. Semi-advanced. I don't have any advance in my style.
Mm.
So from here, boxing. I open it, but clipping my elbow, open it, ready to go. Like you aiming the bow and arrow. Pow.
Oh, okay.
All right. So from here, that is we go straight. But at the moment, I'm using the punch. Right? Teaching the student how to use the punch first. Or middle of the stick. And then end of the stick, that's different story. All right. So that I'm just giving a hint because when I give some demonstrate a little bit, then you will see how it works. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate.
All right.
Right, I'm filming.
You're jumped into demos.
Can you see it?
Yeah. No, that should be fine.
You know.
Maybe just adjust right there.
Go ahead, Jim. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Now, so from here, that's why when you block that, I don't care about this stick. I don't care about the stick, but I care about the punch here. Right? This is very important. When I block here, this, and back quick. 1, 2, pow.
Okay.
Short distance, that's it, middle of the stick. Long distance or far away, I'm going to use the end of the stick. 1, then pat the head.
Mm.
So this one, and this one. Right? That is how it works in my thing. Okay, make sure you know how to use this. You know how to use the middle of the stick. You know how to use the end of the stick, and you know also how to use the butt. All right, come up here. Using the butt. This is different too. This is different. This is different. All right. Frequent. Two, two, two. When I go here, this is here, and this is here. But that one, so scraping, everything goes for the scrape. Come up here. So when we play here, I go here, boom. This is it here. This, then scrape.
Okay.
Right. This left hand. Somebody asking me on that. Ask Bobby Salim Badat or something. Ask Bobby how Anshung made into one stick only. Well, for me now it's going up more higher. There's no meaning before. Two sticks. It doesn't matter what you have, as long as you use it properly. For me, it's a good for you exercise. Everybody does that. But the stick, one stick, left hand, I call them the feeler. This is the killer. All right? So when I go here, feel it, feel it, feel it. Ready to go to hit. My maintaining my power position. But I'm using my left hand to move quick, not quick. This.
Okay, to generate the power. Okay.
That is, I mean, this left hand is the one will work everything. All right? This, when we play here, man, this, everything here, this is elbow here, but maintain the power position. Right? Okay. Disarming, no disarming, right? Pure disarming. Making sure that you know what you're doing with your disarm. Showing your disarm what you don't know. Right? For example, here, when I disarm a stick, I want to make it sure just like magic. Right? You don't do this and show them how to disarm, magic. When you play here, bam, look at this magic here. I'm doing slowly first. Use my left hand to catch quick. This, right? So I just push this there, see? And then we're here, see? And he doesn't know here, see? See, this is the trick with this, quicker. When I go here, see? Bam, see?
Okay.
I'm giving him a bait. I know he's gonna block that he doesn't know here, see? Something like that.
Okay.
So everything controlled, even the right hand. Boxing, all boxing. We play here. I do here, see? I'm controlling already. And that, go here. This is push, this is right. Everything on this, the left hand is the feeder. And make sure you have the knockout. All right? Okay, start back again.
GM.
Okay,
GM. It's okay. I want to get to some questions. Is that okay?
yes.
Okay. So I just want to back up because I don't want to miss anybody here.
I'm making sure that I hear it properly because it's too.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. First question. I actually, you know what? I got a ton of questions. So
Yep.
we
As
might
long
be.
as I will answer if I can,
Yeah. Absolutely. So first question is, hi, Grandmaster Bobby. This is from Jay DeLeon. What are your thoughts on the rise of people claiming themselves as grandmasters?
Well, there are lots of grandmasters now, right? Okay. Well, I always congratulate them
Mm,
because it is really hard to get that uh, category. Mostly I congratulate them. Mostly when it was given by some legions,
mm,
right? Some legions. I congratulate them. Like Balintawak, we have lots of grandmasters now. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I don't care about that. But make it sure also, avoid for confusion. You are grandmaster of your own system,
mm,
right? Some of them, they're grandmaster. Yeah, you're grandmaster from other stuff, but not Babi Tabimina, but not Taboada, but not from other Balintawak.
yeah.
Some people, so I make them understand also that some people doing this original, right? Well, I've been doing this, promoting this art worldwide. When I come to America, I only know Tidbuot and Sambuot, but they did not teach much because they have their own things, But only
Mm,
one places, even Sambuot, only one in Phoenix. When I arrived in America, that is it. I asked Danny Nosandro, I said, where can I find these people? So I tried to call, they give me the number of Tidbuot. I tried to call Tidbuot. And because we're talking, I contacted them, but we're talking in English. I don't know how to speak English. I was scared, all right, because he is higher. He was training
mm,
Pakon. He is original, all right, original from Anshong. Okay. And I end up putting the telephone, like, because I cannot understand how to speak in English much. So these people sometimes, go, well, Bawit trying to be a grandmaster. Who is he? The only one can teach here is uh, the product of Anshung. I said, my God, man, I'm just trying to promote everybody.
okay.
So this is what happened before. I promoted the art. While I'm scrubbing the floor, they have a meeting, I think this Sambuot, uh, Johnny Chutin, Attorney Villasen, Jupilo Villes, and everybody was there. They're trying to make a book. This was 1975, 76, something like that. But after that, it enough that who's gonna produce it? We don't have money. How can
Mm,
we produce it? Nothing. All right. So here I am, showing up again, scrubbing the floor. I will be the one who promote this art worldwide. I can see their faces just, he's dreaming, like that. Well, we're just only talking, Then, oh my gosh, what did I say? Why I say that? So, my God, man, I just have a good luck. I have a good luck. It's just like miracle for me. I did this worldwide. Before there's nobody demonstrating outside the Philippines.
mm,
It's me that doing this worldwide. I want this to be everybody says we're gonna go back together, uh, gathering together, back from the beginning, all the martial art. How? You cannot do it because everyone has different hands.
yeah.
Yeah,
Very different. Mm,
we are avoid for this also. Originals. Yes, you're training with original. Where are you before?
okay.
Where are you before? Now, because of Balintao are getting bigger and bigger worldwide.
Mm,
I'm happy for it because everybody's into it. I'm happy that I promote it and everybody is with us. But when you say about originals, who am I? Everybody is original. We just have different hands.
Okay.
I cannot be my instructor. I cannot copy Anshum. I cannot copy Tinong Ibanez or Biasin. But I know what they're teaching me. I know what they have. See? But anyway, you learn a lot. Different, every one of them. I ask these questions. Accept the pain. I know what kind of pain is Billasin. I know what kind of pain is Tinong Ibanez. I know what kind of pain is Jupilo Villas, and I know what kind of pain is Ansyong Bakon. I taste them all.
Yeah. You were before them.
I cannot say that everything here, otherwise there's no more trail for my book.
Oh no. We don't want to reveal the
Stuff.
secrets of the book.
That is the real stuff there.
Okay.
To to show everybody like promoting this art. There are lots of college graduates. There are lots of lawyers. They make the book of Balintawak. I don't care.
Mm,
They knows about the histories. I don't know about histories because I cannot speak in English much,
yeah.
right? But the way I do it to the world, that is what my history. How did I do this to the world without education? Then somebody, when I speak that to the Hall of Fames, a big Hall of Fames, they will say, Master, don't say that. You're touring down yourself. I said, no, this is how I teach people. I did it to the world. How much more all of you here?
Mm,
That,
okay.
that is the thing there. And then that is it. Grandmaster, I salute them.
Okay. I
That
got it.
that award that you have as a grandmaster, I congratulate you. Just be good example to the world. That
Yeah. Right.
just be
Big
good,
good example to the community for
right?
sure. For sure.
Otherwise, but that's why I said avoid for confusion. You are only grandmaster on your system.
Yeah, your own system, right? Can't claim it for somebody else's. I did. There's a part two to this question, GM. For someone who wants to learn the true essence of Balintawak, how should we select our instructor?
Okay. So make it sure. Also, I have lots of that questions. Also, I always answer them very correctly. Find people or instructor that that Balintawag that when you step into that floor meeting you, make it sure that you are welcome to their dojo,
Mm,
all right? And make it sure also that the relationship between you and him, you can tell straight away. Just like you
okay.
shopping, you will know what kind of people. Sometimes, well, money involved, it doesn't matter how much they charge you, but that's what they charge. That is fine because you cannot operate without charging.
Yeah.
Other
Right.
people saying, "Oh, I just want to practice. I just give a free." No free time. I don't want to waste your time also and your
Mm,
money. If you train, train. All right. Okay. But this is the catching of it. Once you, okay, in our system, in my system, I have to give certificates now. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5.
okay.
The whole basics. Then level 6 is the completion of the art. But I give them only 12 semi-advanced technique, not advanced. But might be somebody will say, oh, I am already completed the art, but it's not. You just started. You pass that category. Now your assignment is this. Teach somebody. That is your assignment. Teach somebody. I
Mm,
don't care. You teach how many people, but not commercially. That is your job. I want to see your products up to completion of the art.
okay.
Then
No.
I test them. Okay. When I test them, you know what? That is also your testing for you full qualified instructors, right? If your student pass, then you pass for your qualified instructor. If your student failed, you failed also.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
No, right. Being accountable for your students.
Yeah,
No.
plus your own 24 techniques that you build up.
Mm,
Your own. That is why, and the 24 techniques, they will say, my God, everything you give it to us already. I said, no, no, no. I give you all my basics.
mm.
My techniques, only little, 12 only. But how can I do my techniques? I said, well, what is your uh, what is your martial arts before? Oh, I have modern harness. Then use it. Play with balintawak, then apply that modern harness.
Ah, yeah.
Techniques. If you have grappling, you apply that grapple while you're disarming techniques. Apply that. I want to see it. Then any kind, kung fu, kinpo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, they can apply it.
Yeah, yeah.
That is why I have no enemies. Because I accept everybody. Right? True, I can teach.
Yeah, yeah.
That is
No,
why
that's
when you
that's
pass,
nice.
when the student will pass, you pass also. If he
Okay.
fail, you fail.
You
That
found.
that is my thing. That's why it's hard. It's hard to get that category.
No, I mean, right. But I like the way you explain that, how, you're accepting responsibility. If the student fails, then you failed. I think that's nice to hear. I do
Mhm.
have another question, actually, a bunch more questions. Guru Louie from Canada. Hey, thank you for coming on. Uh, do you have a favorite? Did GM Bacon have a favorite strike, or which one?
If you get hit, that's favorite.
Can't argue that. Okay.
Yep. There's
We'll take that as the answer.
there's lots there's lots of favorite. Everything I have is favorite. It depends how you apply it.
Yeah, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Um,
I don't
Maybe
know.
we get
You
hits.
have you have lightning scientific, you have modernness, spaghetti tertia, apply it. If it works, that's yours. That's good. Make it your favorite.
All right, that's good. All right, next one. What are the differences between the different Balintawak schools now?
Balintawak school now, that's what I said before. Okay. There is no who is who in Balintawak right now.
Mm,
Okay. We have the same pattern, but we just have the same knowledge of Balintawak. We are
okay.
all original. And that's what I'm explaining. Otherwise, it won't be called Balintawak.
Mm,
Everybody had their own come out in their mind. That is why now they have to apply their own, insert their Brazilian jiu-jitsu, insert this thing, insert that. I'm okay with that, but
okay.
make it sure also that you know your attitude. That is number one on my testing.
Mm,
Attitude, character. If you say if words, a little if words in that testing panel, you will be out automatically. Right. I am very careful on this because I teach the law enforcement, and I have to be careful. I was invited last I think November last year to demonstrate because they want to use a new curriculum for the SWAT teams or the law enforcement in um, Justice Academy. So we're there. We're about three grapplers. I think they're champions also. and stick, just me. But I have different types of, approach when I teach to the law enforcement. Oh, they have lots of questions, like 100 questions, retention, things like that. Like how to guide, how to, because all they can see in the CCTV is police is beating up with the suspect. That is a good news, right? So that is what they always shown. But me, it's not like that. See, so they have show their grapplings how to, it is really good, when you are in the ground, okay. But me, stick fighting, I cannot answer either one of them. I told them, I said, all these questions, I'm the last one to demonstrate and teach everybody. I said, all of these 100 questions, I don't have any one of them to answer. He said, why not? I said, well, I am teaching only your law enforcement to how to react, how to defend themselves, teaching their reflexes and their body flexibility. Otherwise, if I use lots of techniques and it's offensive again. So I'm going to show how to make it work by hand. But I show the stick, but when I teach them, it's in the hands.
Mm.
Right. So they like what I'm doing because it's all safety. I said, I want to make it sure, okay, I want everybody to know this. Here, like twirling stuff, I don't know how to do that. When you get here, still twirling stuff, or some of them, like Gomano or something like that, I don't know how to do that. When you go in here, okay, that's mine. I know already how to do that. All right. And then how about down there? I don't know how to do that. So that is why I told everybody, if you have time to practice this way, and to me, and to there, take it, practice it. So the main thing here is support and come if you have time. If somebody will give some seminars, grandmasters, when you become grandmaster, maybe you have favorite. Every time you go and show your techniques in the class seminars, the grandmaster will teach the best of what he had. Even myself, so that I can come back the next time. All right? So I have to show it myself. Now, it is very confusing. Some grandmaster will give a lot, like 7 to 10 techniques differently because it's really good, okay? I want you to learn even just 1, 2, 3 techniques. 3 techniques. Put that in your mind because the 10 techniques, when you go home, maybe you only.
Yeah, you're not gonna remember them.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
2, 3 techniques. Put that in your mind. Brain. Practice it. Rehearse it. All right, until you're used to it. Then after that, think how to counter it. That counter is not mine anymore. That is all yours. That
Yeah, I
will
like
become you an advanced student.
Things and work them. Yeah. Instead of getting 10, where you're gonna forget the other 7, and then no, I like that. I like that view. Okay, next question. Okay. All right. Now I'll go to my list. We got a bunch of them, GM. So people were just dying for you to come on. Okay. Who? Okay. The groupings. Who came up with? So GM, who came up with the groupings?
Grouping system came up from attorney Jose Villasen, which is the president of Balintawak International when I was starting. And he was the president, and the school is the public relation is Tupilo Village, the vice president. Right? They made it into workout,
Okay.
like the grouping system. Otherwise, I will explain that also. Okay. The grouping system before, like we say, come up, Alex.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay, grouping system. Group one is lifting and clear. Cover, lifting and clear. That is it.
Okay.
Lifting and clearing. And there's some variations. I'm going here. Lift, clear, clear. I'm going here, lifting and clear, lifting and clear. And that is it. Now group two is lifting and clearing with head movements. If I go here, he's lifting, and he move his head because I'm going to body. Then clear, and I want him to move your head this way. Move.
Mm.
Move your head this way. Move. Right? I'm only the guide. Move that. Move your head this way. Move that. Okay. Then some variation, I'm going here. Move. Two. When it become faster, I'm going here. 1, 2, 3. That. There. 1. Until he become faster. Then move to group one again. Then group two. That is it. Now group three is preparation for your body flexibility. Only three thrusts. Just move your shoulder and chest because this is sword or knife. 1, together with that. So here, together with that. And here. Here. I want to make that left hand to move quick. Move quick. Move quick. Like that. So I am the guide here. This is not a fight. I'm only guiding him at the moment.
Yeah.
Right now, group four, this is just an example. Group four is preparation for your body flexibility, speed and reflex, right? Speed and reflex, 1 and 2. That is it. Only with 2 strikes. 1, 2. Once you go faster on that, move quick. That's it. Move quick. Quick there. Quick. You see? Quick. That's how.
Oof.
If I want to hit him, he just hit. See? Easy, because I'm only guiding. I know what is next one. I can go here straight away. See? A lot of them. Plus, if my hand is there, then I can't see. It's all there. I go here, this. And I want you to move that down. Down. 6. 1 quick. 12 quick. 4 again. Then I'm going to control it from group 1. The group 4. 12. That's it. Until he becomes faster and faster.
Wow.
Then group 5 is preparation for his body and using defending against my punches. I'm going here, he blocked that. And I'm going here. I'm going here. I'm going here. Used to be, this is a knife. This is a knife.
Okay.
This is a knife. This is a knife like punta y daga. But because there are lots of accidents, that's why they make this grouping system.
Okay.
To make it safety. Because before, we don't use dull knife. We always use the real one. But there's lots of accidents.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's, wow. All right, another question. That was excellent. Thank you so much. That was incredible. What separates Balintawak, bolo, and knife from other systems in close quarters? What makes it unique?
What is it?
So what makes Balintawak unique compared to other systems that use stick and knife?
Or bolo and knife?
Stick and knife. Mostly when I give testing for qualified instructors, that's the time I'm going to use my sword to make his eye opener, like sharpening.
Yeah.
I let them use the stick, and I'm using the sword like this. This is very sharp. Okay. And this, that's what I use. Everything is basic. It depends on me. Just to make them sharpening. Come on, a little bit. I just do it slowly at the moment. It's very dangerous. The same procedure when we play the sticks. I always wanted them, okay, make it yours quick. Even mine is slow, make it yours quick. Yes, sir. They're the same thing, see? I make him move that. Like you see? See? Then I go for group one, see? There, right. Quick. Right. Group two. This. There you go. Sometimes I'm going here. I'm going here. This. This. Stay back. This. Boom. 6 it. One quick. Two quick. I go move forward. 1, 2. Quicker. That. Didn't move. See? Now he's trying to move. So that is what make them sharpening their eye.
Yeah.
It depends the instructor how to teach you. I have to be careful on this too.
Yeah, right. That's not every student.
It's only basic at the moment. So when it comes to knife, so the same thing. I'm here. Come on, man.
Hey, Tom, can you manage that?
So even no, we don't practice this.
Perfect. Good there.
I really don't want them to learn my knife. Otherwise, we always end up how to stab somebody anyway. All right. So I want to make it sure that when you learn, make it sure that you know you prepare for your guilt when you kill somebody. That is the main thing. Are you prepared to kill somebody and your guilt after that?
Yeah, that's
Because to hit somebody, believe me, all my experience on this, the hardest things to learn in martial arts is how to defend yourself.
yeah.
The easiest way is how to hit somebody. There's a lot of things. If I kill somebody, like yourself, come up to me, use knife. If I have a gun, I'm going to use my gun. Why should I mess up? That is life already. But this is just defense. When it can happen, that I can only teach so much as I can. I always told the law enforcement on this. I can teach you everything what I have. But in the street, that's different story.
Yeah.
Right? I teach you everything that I have, but there is no guarantee. That's what I always tell them. No guarantee. Street,
No.
we don't know what he's going. It's all wrong. We train the correct way. In the street is the wrong way. We don't know that.
No, I know.
That is why it comes up straight to the reflex and flexibility and your reaction quick. It depends how the instructor teach you. Is the knife and stick the same thing. See? Instead, this is very important also, just the knife. Pow, nice, quicker. That's it. Then I'm going to make him move quick on that. See? Then he react that quicker. Lay back, bang, up. You see, big shot, back. I go here, 1, 2, back, quicker. But that is all from grouping system. But it doesn't mean that it's a good fight already. No, only training you how to move your body.
How to move your body. Right, right.
Then the last part of it is a different story.
Mm,
It's how to hit.
wow, that was no, thank you. I just want to make sure I'm just getting all these questions because there was a bunch. Some of them that you've already answered already. Okay, what modifiers make up the person? Modifiers. And we have a different way to groupings. What from a question from somebody who couldn't hear was what modifications did GM Bacone make when he got out of prison? Huh.
When he's out of prison, I was already there in that village clan. Oh, this is the story here. You know, Ansyong is very poor also.
Mm,
He's very poor. And his son is Leonie, his name. He always had trouble with that kid, always going to jail, you know, stealing something, you know.
mm,
But I will not tell you here what is Ansyong and I. Otherwise, there's no proof.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I have a Ansyong. Every time he come up to the school, I am the person who will toss up some coins, 25 cents, to the ground in the middle of a practice area. Everyone was tossing. I go half of it, buy some Tanduay rum, whiskey, and Coke for drinking. Half of it going to Ancho. And he's there all the time, checking us up, practicing us up.
Mm,
It's different. Anchong is different. The pain of Anchong is different too. Very small guy, big hand, big stick, and he's different.
yeah.
All they can, you know, most of these people from Anchong really that they're carrying now, sometimes they will say, Grandma said, I will really practice your grouping system and some of it, you know, I said, you don't have to. You already had that. Your instructor teaching you already everything from Anchong. It's all there. Don't waste time. That is for your self-defense.
Right, right.
Mine, I just giving a hint, some what I learned, you know,
Mm,
my own system. You don't have to learn it. You already had that.
right, right.
All right.
No, no. Okay, great. Um, what was the FMA culture like, and how was it tested when you first learned? This is from Elric.
Testing.
So his question is, what was the FMA culture like when you first learned?
Culture like, you know, stick fighting in the Philippines before, that is the game of the bomb. We don't have that because we always carry that anyway. Mostly we carry some Mercedes or Knight all the time, mostly farmers. We have that long kirambit, we call it sangot.
Sound good. Okay.
That's for you know, for doing some coconut wine, cutting the seeds for the you know, the one who produce the wine. That's the big kirambit. And the before is just, we know already. The best I can say is 3 types, 4 types. I can only know the Dusi Paris. Number one, Lapunte. They're all friends of mine.
Yeah.
They're all friends of mine. Kakoy Kanyete, when he goes to America, long time, the same as when I go to New Zealand,
Mm.
right? And then we go in the boat going to Manila. I'm going to interview for New Zealand, and he's going straight to San Diego. And then here I am riding on that boat. I was in the kitchen because I don't have money to pay the boat.
Yeah.
I have a friend that keep me there. And then Kakoy Kanyiti is all their clans down there. You know, they drink some friends and they disco inside the boat. But me, I'm just, inside the kitchen because I don't want somebody to see me. Otherwise, they let me pay. But 12 o'clock midnight, I'm going to that thing in the disco thing to watch. Then I saw Kako. I said, "Sir, where are you going?" "I'm going to San Diego." "Oh, I'm going to New Zealand too." That's
Mhm.
what I said to him. And that's the last time we met. The second time we met, I'm already in America and he's already back to the Philippines. And we go back together. We met in Manila airport and back here. And then he go back to Philippines. I'm supposed to go back there also, but he already died. Died last few years ago, something.
I think so. Yeah.
There are lots of good story. Kakoy Kaniti is a very nice guy. Juni Kaniti is a very nice guy. Everyone that I met them, we don't have any trouble.
Animosity.
The
Right now.
only thing that says mine is better is just the student.
No,
But all the grandmasters,
I know.
we're all friends.
Yeah, it's the students. You're so right.
So we're good. The Purincio, the father of Ondo Kaburnay, that's my body for drinking also. Also, Timoteo Maranga, that's my body. You know.
Mm,
So,
jeez.
it used to be Maranga is we have that Balintawak, they call it the Quintada also, but letter K, K-U-E, N-T-A-D-A, Quintada. But we don't understand that Quintada before, But here in, who helped me doing the Quintada to build it up is Rick Mitchell from Los Angeles, my first qualified instructor in Los Angeles. And Pat Strong.
Okay.
And yeah, the Quintada, they're talking about Quintada. Quintada means counter to counter.
Counter.
Counter never ends, believe me.
Okay.
Right? There's no ending. Just like Hickson Gracie said, next to the next, think how to counter to the next, to the next, to the next.
Okay.
Bait, think how to counter twice ahead, like a chess game. That's what Quintada is for me, right?
Okay.
So that is why I learned a lot. Because every time I saw people doing demonstration, I want to see the techniques. When
Mm,
I see it, oh my God, that's nice. Then my thinking here, how to counter it.
how to count? Yeah. No,
That's the one that I learned a lot.
I like. Yeah.
Building. I can teach the Balintawak, the whole Balintawak, in maybe 1 month, but 20, 30 years of repetitions. That's what it is.
Yeah. You get right. You can learn in a month, but yeah.
And we talk about me and Christopher Rick is really good friends.
Oh, that's my next question. Oh my gosh.
Christopher Ricketts is, we met here with Ray Galang to make a book, and I was in that book, Screamador or something. I don't know where is that book now. So he made that Ray Galang, and then he slept here, and then we become friends. And actually, we have a good, talking about,
Jim, was it this book?
yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Okay.
So and then he said, Bobby, he is tough guy. Christopher Ricketts is a tough guy. Okay,
Nothing but.
see this kicks, man. Kickboxing before. And he does Hishimoto, you know.
Gasa.
Very, very good friends. Every time I go to Australia, when I come back, I always give them some vitamins like
Yeah.
Viagra or something. And he said, when I come back last time, I said, I did not see him. So I go straight to my house. I did not stay in Los Angeles or San Diego. And then he said, Master, where is my vitamin? I said, oh, I did not stop by at Nini Gabukayan's place. So I will send it to you. So yes, man, we talking about if somebody's messing up with me, he's gonna come and
Yeah.
help me. If somebody is missing at him, that's how good friend we are. I look after him too, something like that.
Yeah. 'Cause,
We're very good friends. Now, from that on, I said, where is my vitamins? I said, I will send it to you. Then after a few days, he died. Yeah.
yeah, way too early, huh? Way too early. Yeah. Uh, so what did you, okay, I'm thinking, all right, back to my questions here. What was I say? What are the future goals for you? I mean, I know we're in this miserable pandemic and this situation, but like, what are the future goals for you and your system?
What do you mean by
What are
that?
your goals for you and your system? Like, what do you want in the future for your organization?
I just want, you know, I can see it, all my qualified instructors, very well disciplined, and I can see their loyalty
Mm,
and the system that I'm given, they cannot stop. So sometimes they will practice from different styles. I always told them, make sure you finished it, and
mm,
then think about it later on, you know, because later it's different story. Maybe you can fly while you're doing some work, you know. I want my students to be better than me or better than anybody else.
oh, great
That
attitude.
is what my aim, so that my teaching is not wasted. So
Mm,
that is what I'm looking for the students, my qualified instructor. That is why I have to look after them too. That is what I'm aiming like I go to England. What I'm doing there is not this seminar, big seminar. I'm aiming for my instructors to polish them. Even in Australia, New Zealand, everywhere I go, I have to polish my instructors. Like I have a new sandpaper, right? I have a furniture display there and it's already rusty. I have to sand it,
yeah, I get
put
it.
it back again. That's my job as a grandmaster.
Ah, great analogy.
I don't really know why I am grandmaster.
No, thank you. So, all right. How about, what I wanted to get is Tom still there?
Who?
Tom's here.
Yeah, Tom's here.
So, Tom, I'm going to try to bring June up, and basically, I want to hear from these guys what they could tell us about you as a teacher.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, what I'm saying is, I want to hear what you guys can mention about your teacher. What do you guys think about your teacher? Let's start with you, June.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning from Italy. I'm enjoying the
Yeah.
interview. As far as a teacher, um, first of all, he's the most handsome. Let's start there first before we go on to the
Okay, we
next
got that.
one.
Okay.
But I think the most important as far as Grandmaster Bobby and I is in all three of my instructors, they always wanted to make sure um, they're not wasting their time, and at the same time they're asking you what your goals are. I still remember the day I stepped in front of Grandmaster. He says, "What do you want to learn?" Right? That
Mm,
is one of the most important questions that I think some instructors or majority instructors should ask their students. And my response is, I want to learn from the beginning, right? So I think is that it Grandmaster Bobby encourages everyone not just to be the best that they can be, but also as a good example of what a teacher should be to their students. I think
Yeah.
once you realize that, then you can accomplish different things as a fighter, as a teacher, as a guide. And I think
Mm.
Grandmaster Bobby sets a high example of what a teacher, a friend, a mentor, and obviously to some of us, he's like a father figure to us. So he sets that example. So I think that's one of the most important part of being his student.
Well said. Well said. I'm going to lower myself because I want to get Tom and Alex in here. Let's hear from them.
Tom?
I just wanted to say very briefly that GM Taboada is probably one of the greatest teachers that I've ever worked under. The fact that his system encourages not only the expansion of the system through the 24 techniques that are required of the FQIs, but the fact that we all have to learn how to teach his system and maintain the integrity of the system while hopefully adding to it. I think it's just brilliant. So I'll just leave it at that. Otherwise, I'd have to do this.
Alex?
So a couple of things always come to mind when I think about Grandmaster Bobby Taboada. The first one is his amazing judge of character. He can meet people and within a few conversations know what kind of person they are, what's in their heart, and how they're going to behave around him and be a part of the organization. So he has a really uncanny way of just seeing through people if they really are coming genuine or if they have an agenda and they're out to get something. So he's an incredible judge of character. Secondly, the way he presents the Taboada curriculum is incredible because it's very simple, but simple doesn't mean easy. In the simplicity of the Taboada curriculum lies the brilliance. And because we are forced to teach people and bring them up under us, he has developed a way that will ensure the legacy of the system will continue, because you cannot advance without bringing people up under you. So it's a brilliant way to bring together the curriculum and the next generation that's coming to study. And lastly, I'll say that he's a very talented man between the music, the musical instruments he plays, the way he sings, the food he cooks. He does a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about behind closed doors, and it's just really awesome. Sometimes I come here and I hear the piano playing, and it's beautiful music, and I go and it's him. He's on the piano playing and singing, and so it's really amazing to see a Renaissance man that came from nothing to spread FMA across the globe, have so many talents, and still make you feel like he's grandpa in the house and very loving. So those are the top three things that I really feel confident about G and Bobby.
Is Sean Hayes there?
That was
Sean Hayes from California.
What's that?
Sean Hayes.
Sean Hayes. So, no. So, wow, you sing and play instruments too. My gosh, that's if I had known that, GM, we would have had a plan for a little concert. But, but I can't get you on the hook for that now. But next time, we're going to have to incorporate that in the interview. You singing and performing. Wow.
Wow.
So last question, and this has been absolutely magnificent. Al, I want to thank you guys for the demos, and obviously June coming on, and Tom helping with the coordination. Tom, you there?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to extremely thank you for all the coordination you've done with this. Without you, I don't know if it would have happened. So I want to thank you.
Thanks.
So last question, GM. What would you like to see as far as improvements in our community?
Community of what?
FMA community.
Well, that's what they told me before also, like the beginning of that Philippine martial art as recognized. Then I have to say something with Miguel Subiri before a little bit. I said, you cannot, you have to do your, to make it work for everyone, different martial arts, different styles of stick fighting.
Mm.
You have to made up your own, uh, like amara or twirling stuff, but nobody knows who made it.
Mm.
Just like you doing the Philippine national anthem or American national anthem, something like that. But nobody knows much about who's doing it. Otherwise, people, it's always jealousy. Oh, mine is better than that.
Mm.
But if you're doing that, recognize in the Philippines as stick fighting, making sure you made your own, like one Amara, just for everybody. Even Balintawak will do it because that is the Philippines
Mm.
to make it together. All right. But do not change the system of what the other had because they're already there since before me. They're already there in America. They're already there. See.
Okay.
Mm.
Thank you.
So
Uh,
it
that was
is hard to build up. It's just a matter of one person, like the Philippine National Army, something like that,
mm.
ICAP or something, that they have their own things to follow, just like the national anthem, something like that.
Yeah.
But nobody knows who made it, what style, nobody knows.
Mm.
Otherwise, they don't go, they don't join because I have my own Amara.
Okay.
It is really hard. I have to explain. Mostly, a lot of people ask questions. I used to teach uh, Maria Schreiber's uncle, my private, Dr. Herbert Schreiber. And there are a lot of questions that is really hard to answer, but we're doing good.
Mm.
So you know Maria Schreiber, her uncle,
That
the Kennedys, yeah.
the name, the scriber name rings.
Dr. Herbert Schreiber. He's my private student before, yeah.
Okay. 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 Um. Wow. This was again. This was incredible. I want to thank you so much for
How you
coming out
become a grandmaster is
of your time tonight. We did. We definitely lapsed
very important.
an hour and a half.
Do you want me to tell you what is grandmaster? What is grandmaster anyway? Nobody knows.
No. So, Tom and Alex, you there? Ooh, what happened here?
What is.
Oh, okay. Okay. There was a pause there.
I have a son, so that is my product there.
Oh, okay.
He also had another son. My son, another, so that is my grandson.
Okay.
So in stake fighting, I think I am a grandmaster too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I explain. Really, I cannot explain what is grandmaster.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
So,
But I'm gonna bring June back up just to say, goodbye, everybody. And hopefully he can see us and get him back in. But can you bring GM? Can you bring Alex and Tom up?
yes, and Tom.
How about you, Alex? Can you get in there?
Alex.
There you are. I want to thank all of you for coming on and helping out with the demos and what have you. And I truly appreciate it. This is obviously a fantastic interview. The comments alone, I think it's fair to say it's probably like over 100. There's 52 likes, and so that's really so. So what I like to explain is I put this on YouTube, GM. I'm gonna download it to there, and then of course I'll tag you on your wall, and you can share it wherever. I'll tag June as well, and Tom. I'll definitely put in you guys as well as Alex. But I want to thank you all for chipping in. What made a great interview. I truly appreciate it. And GM, thank you for coming on.
Yep.
Alex, thank you.
I haven't tell you yet about me and Remy Princess.
What's that?
I haven't tell you yet about Remy Princess and me.
Oh, you know what?
You want me to tell you now?
Sure, yeah, why not? Why not? Why not?
Okay. Okay. I used to, 1993, 94, I used to go with them, me, Remy Princess, George Dillman, and Wally J together,
Okay.
maybe 4 or 5 times in a seminar for 4 of us, 5 of us.
Okay.
And one day, Remy let me teach his seminar for 1 hour. So I teach there the Balintawak with hands, with my hand techniques. So after that, 12 o'clock, he said, okay, we're gonna have something to eat, lunch, So we go, me and him just go out in the mall. Then we go, we eat. He said, how do you like America? I said, oh, I love it, man. I don't like New Zealand anymore because it's too boring for me now. It's too nice. It's too nice. For the how many years I've been in New Zealand, stay in New Zealand, it's too nice. It's all flowers you can see. You can see all this like lawn mower, every hills and things. It's so nice. No excited. So here in America, yeah, I really like to stay here. I said, okay. So after we eat, he said, do you have a girlfriend here now? I said, yeah, it's about 3 weeks, 1 month, something like that. He said, okay. So there we go. We walk, talking, a lot of talking about his fiancé and his wife or something like that. And then he said, we go to the jewelry store. And he's looking at the wedding, rings down there. When he look up there, he said, he looked at the engagement ring. Say, okay, how much is that? And the girl said, it's 800. And the other one, how much is that? That's 900, sir. Oh, can I have that one? Okay. I said, what are you doing there? Are you going to get married? Then he pays for it. Then when we go home, back to school, he said to me, propose her tonight. He said, I will not leave Charlotte if you don't propose her tonight.
Oh my God.
Remy is very demanding. It's very, propose her tonight, right? I will not leave Charlotte if you don't propose. Oh my God. So I was there, and then the sheriff was coming with us, the camera and everything, and Remy Princess come to this house, right? Become my wife. And when we came here, there are lots of cars. And that is the birthday party or something from her daughter. And we are not invited. So we get in there, knock the door like that. And they have dancing, Filipino dancing inside. My wife is a lawyer anyway. So it is very embarrassing. We go there with nothing. When they open the door, the camera is on with the old camera with the big lights in it. And then, oh, hi. I said, hi, Luz. This is my friend Erwin Carmichael, the sheriff here. And this is Scotty Hartzell. And this is Professor Remy Princess. Oh, yeah, come in. So we get there. And then they introduce us and they give us some plate to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We're not invited. I said, my God, this is a very embarrassing moment. So we stay there watching them dancing, and then Remy is at the bar. We go like this. Bobby, it's late now. You propose her now. So it's about time. So my God, I said, okay, can I say something? Oh, it's very embarrassing, man. And then they turned the off the stereo. I said, you know what? In the Philippines, before we get married, we have to know each other for 5 to 10 years before we propose them, you know. But here in America, in only 4 weeks, I fell in love already. Will you marry me?
Oh,
And then Remy said, oh, look at that. Very good couple. So he's my really godfather of my wedding too, you know. And
wow.
that's how good friend we are. He stay here, he sleep here. That
That's fantastic.
really good friend.
Wow. Well, I'm actually I'm glad we stuck around for that. That was fantastic.
He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Really good. I have maybe most of grandmasters, maybe all my friends now, I think,
Mm,
worldwide. You
yeah.
name it. Rodel, the go, everyone. We had a good time.
Wow. Well, thank you again. Here, let's bring
So, thank you for having us.
we'll
I
bring
hope I
June.
answered all those questions.
Oh no, no, no! It was, oh my gosh! I'm glad you came on.
Thank you, John.
Thank you,
All
GM.
right,
Thank you, Dean. Appreciate it.
all right,
Everybody here.
June. The request from the audience is that we have to get you on soon.
No,
I don't
it's
like you
hard.
here, you too. But
Yeah, one of
June,
these days, Dean.
I don't
I,
Definitely
like
one of
you
these days.
here.
June, I am. There is no stopping me, man. I will just keep asking and just keep
No
coming
problem.
and coming.
Keep asking, man. Keep asking.
All right. So is it fair to say one day in the future we will see Guru June on here?
Sure.
All
We
right.
will, man. We will.
All right. All
I
right.
will be in. Where are you? Where are you, Dean? Where are you here?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I live in Connecticut.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Connecticut.
great tax state.
I thought you were in LA or something.
And people are just dying to move to Connecticut. Now, actually, people are leaving Connecticut and coming to North, South Carolina, Florida. They're sick of the taxes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So,
Not a cheap state to live in by any means. But yeah, so I want to thank you all. In June, I'm
Thank
marking
you,
this
Dean.
down.
thank
11,
you.
12, 8:54. He has agreed to come on in the future.
Alrighty. Thank you,
All right,
GM.
guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Tom. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Take care.
All right.
Ciao.
Okay, man.
All right.
All right, Ian. Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Wow. Needless to say, that was awesome. Yeah, a lot of stuff I didn't realize about the Lunchbox or him as the as a GM and all that. So next week, Sunday, if all goes well, Felix Valencia of Lameco is coming on, and then I got to map out next Tuesday and Thursday. But that'll be Sunday night. Guru Felix. So you want to check that out? Another Lameco instructor and all that. So I want to thank everybody who tuned in for the questions. There were a ton of them. I hope I got to all of them. If I didn't, either submit it to me or directly submit it to GM Bobby. But I want to thank you all for the comments, the questions, and all the comments. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you hopefully Sunday. And if you haven't, hit like and subscribe to FMA Discussion on YouTube.